Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today is going to be part 2 of new Funko Pops coming in 2026 spring. Now, yesterday I did part 1 talking about some new anime pops, as well as video games and new horror pops, so make sure to check out yesterday's video if you're interested in any of that. Now, today's lists are going to be focused on some pop animation, like cartoons, as well as pop movies. And they are going to be shared over from the Scarlet Joker on Instagram, so thank you so much to them. And as always, guys, nothing is official until Funko does confirm it, so anything can be changed, canceled, or delayed, so keep that in mind, but I will keep you guys as updated as possible when we get new information. Now, before we get started with all these new lists, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that is sitting on something? And I'm gonna go with Naruto here, where he's sitting on the ramen shop stool. Okay, so let's go and get started with our pop animation lines in today's video. So first up, we have The Amazing World of Gumball. So it looks like they're diving into more Cartoon Network shows. I'm here for it. Amazing World of Gumball is extremely popular. It is so dumb though in some of the episodes. Not saying it's a bad show. It's just like the content is like so dumb sometimes for some of these. It's like some of the things they come up with is just insane. There's so many memes from this show. I've never watched it fully through, but I have caught a lot of episodes like when I was a teenager. Like, how long ago did this come out actually? That's a good question. Let me look that up. Oh wow, this came out in 2011, 14 years ago. So yeah, I was like 12 when this came out. Wow. Oh my God, I feel old now. Good Lord. Oh my God. Okay. Well, yeah, Amazing World of Gumball. Basically, we're just getting 2 characters so far. We could see some exclusives, but Gumball and Darwin, which makes sense. I would have loved to see this as a 2-pack, but individual is also really good. But I think making the dad is an absolute must because he's one of the most hilarious characters in the show, and then they can make some people from the school. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head different characters. There's a lot they can do with this, and I think people would be willing to buy this line. Now, some more Cartoon Network pops includes more Adventure Time here. Funko's been going crazy with this in the recent years. So this includes Prince Gumball as well as Marshall Lee. So 2 brand new characters, you can't beat that. I never really got into Adventure Time personally growing up, but let me know if you're a fan. I don't know, sometimes it's funny, but I don't get it personally. Now, one last Cartoon Network show. It looks like we're getting a brand new set of Steven Universe Pops. This includes Smoky Quartz. We also have Rainbow Quartz 2.0 and Sunstone. This is another show I did not watch growing up, but there are a lot of fans of it, like a lot. And we actually have quite a few Funko Pops already from this show, so these will be pretty good too, I'm sure. Moving on to Nickelodeon, it looks like we're getting some brand new Spongebob Funko Pops here. Spongebob is no stranger to Funko Pops, but anyways, this includes SpongeBob, Man Ray. I feel like I was talking about Man Ray like earlier in this year on one of the last SpongeBob lines. Man Ray's gonna be so fun. They could do a pop meme of him too. But then we're also getting a 2-pack of Squidward in the Sea Bear. It needs to have like the circle around Squidward and he needs to be all beat up. I think that would be hilarious. And then we're also getting a SpongeBob Pop ride. Okay, so if like I'm thinking of the Squidward again with the image they have here, I would love the hat on top of it. That's gonna be so funny. Like, the Sea Bear is not something I thought to make into a pop, but that's actually hilarious. I think that's a really great choice, actually. Now, moving on, we have some Lilo and Stitch. This is our first ever Lilo and Stitch line, guys, so I wonder if it'll sell well. I have no idea, honestly. Stitch isn't that popular, so, it probably won't, so we'll see. Anyways, this line will include Lilo with Scrump, Stitch with Mood Chart, Stitch snorkeling, and Angel Mermaid. Yeah, I don't know. I think these might sell okay. For the first Lilo and Stitch line. This might do okay. Now, another Disney line includes the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So we do have Quasimodo with Bird, as well as Esmeralda with Djali. Is that how you pronounce that? This is one of the few Disney movies that I actually have not seen. I'm not much of a Disney fan, but I've actually seen a lot of Disney movies, surprisingly enough. Most of them growing up, and I've seen a couple since I've been married to Bailey, since she's a big Disney fan. But yeah, this is actually one of those I have not seen. Let me know if it's worth watching. Now, our final pop animation line is Invincible, and this already sounds really awesome. So we have Invincible Bloody, Adam Eve Armored. That could either look really bad or cool. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna not turn out too good, but we'll see. And then finally, Conquest with a Chase that has the missing hand. That's gonna be awesome, actually. Conquest is such a good villain, and he's such a good villain. Can't wait to see him come back, if he comes back. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, though, yes, Conquest, fantastic choice. Invincible Bloody, I'm hoping it's from when they fought, and he's just like all bruised up. I'm assuming it's gonna be similar to the like, either the moment, or don't we have the, The specialty series exclusive is bloody. I hope it looks different than that and they don't just kind of like repaint that one with his suit, you know? I really hope they do something different here. What I don't really understand is that it seems like Funko is just going so light with Invincible, and Invincible is just so popular, it's not even funny. We only recently got his blue suit from the Funko Fusion video game. And not to mention, this new wave we're talking about now is only wave 3. We still have wave 2 that we have to get through. That's gonna have a couple of pops in it, one new character, Rexplode. But there's just so many characters like Battle Beast or Alan. Like, there's just so much they can really do with this. And who knows, maybe we'll get these as exclusives in these ways, but still, it's like, what do we do? Why are they going so light and so slow with Invincible? But then Funko will just like pour out lines of other stuff that nobody really asked for. I just don't get it. But hey, I guess we'll get all these characters eventually. Alrighty guys, so moving on to pop sports as well as movies, TVs and stuff. I just lumped a bunch of stuff together. First up for WWE, we have Solo. We also have AJ Styles, Sheamus, and Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. I'm curious to see how Sheamus turns out, actually. That's going to be funny. And I did notice that a lot of people are happy to have an updated AJ Styles pop. Next up for Lord of the Rings, we're getting a brand new Gimli with the speech bubble, as well as a pop nook of Bilbo Baggins. That might be actually cool. Now moving on, this is a pretty interesting one. We have the Princess Diaries here. I actually grew up watching this movie, and Bailey, my wife, actually really does like this movie too. But we do have Mia as well as the Queen Clarice there. I'm almost wondering if Funko is making this lineup now because they're making a new movie with Anne Hathaway. Like, I'm almost wondering if that's the reason, because otherwise it feels a little random. But that would be the only reason to finally make this, because otherwise they are just long overdue for this movie. Because the fan base behind this movie is actually pretty incredible still, so here's hoping the new movie is good, and here's hoping this sells well for Funko at this point. Now, speaking of Anne Hathaway, another movie that she's really great in is Devil Wears Prada. We're getting a new line of this. We actually already have an original line, but they're so expensive because they announced that they were doing another Devil Wears Prada movie. But in this lineup, we have Miranda as a glitter pop. We also have Andy with the book and Emily. I do think this line will do okay just because the original ones are super expensive, and of course, these movie series are very popular. Next up, another pretty interesting choice is the movie Enchanted here. I actually haven't seen this movie in so long, but we do have Giselle Wedding as well as Queen Nerissa there. Let me know if this is something you would buy. I just feel like this one's a random choice. I don't feel this is going to sell very well at all. Next up for Pop DC, we have Batman 1966. This includes Batman, Robin with the speech bubble, as well as a VHS cover of Batman. And another DC line is Pop Pride 2026. This will include Jonathan Kent, Constantine, Dreamer, Extrano? Is that how you say that? Never heard of that DC character. Then we also have Apollo as a glow-in-the-dark, as well as Midnighter there. Next up, it looks like we're getting some Australian animals as pops, and we have a flocked kangaroo, as well as a flocked koala. These could be cool, I guess. For pop music, we're getting a new Green Day set of pops, a basket case, and we have Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike, as well as Trey Cool. Now, the final lineup we have today is Happy Gilmore. This includes Shooter McGavin, Chubbs, Hal, the alligator, that's so funny. Just the alligator. That's going to be interesting. And then we also have a Pop Deluxe of Happy Gilmore. Well, guys, that was about 50 plus more new Funko Pops expected in spring of 2026. Let me know in the comments if you guys saw anything in today's video that you are really excited for. I think the Invincible Pop, let me take a look back at this list really quick. I want to see how the Princess Diaries ones come out, as well as the Devil Wears Prada ones. I want to see how the Jonathan Kent comes out for the Pride line. WWE, not too interested in that. Back to animation really quick. Invincible, I want to see how Conquest turns out. Such a cool character. That 2-pack of Squidward and Sea Bear, gotta check out how that comes out. And then the Gumball and Darwin one from the Amazing World of Gumball. I'm just curious to see how they end up doing the molds for those characters, especially Darwin, because that's just going to look so weird. But yeah, there's a couple things I'm interested to see, and I might pick up maybe one or two of them, but let me know what you're excited for. Anyways, though, guys, that wraps up today's video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social media at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.